Happy Saturday. Last Saturday check-in before the big race. It is the end of week 19 of 20. Next week is 20 of 20. That means it's race week. So in exactly 7 days, I'll be somewhere between Jacksonville and Daytona Beach. It's around noon, so I think I'll be somewhere around St. Augustine. This week and next week are deload weeks. That means instead of increasing load or carrying heavy load, it's deloading. It's backing off the miles, backing off the intensity, and more or less just keeping things moving, staying loose, staying fresh. There's nothing you can do in the last week or so that's going to make a huge difference on race day. All the real training and work has been done. So now it's just a matter of decreasing mileage, decreasing intensity, maybe eating a little bit more. I'll probably gain a pound or two of like water weight. I'll be eating a little bit more carbs. I don't do the traditional carb loading, which is good for shorter races like half marathons and marathons. But something like this, since it's over such a long period of time, you have to keep replenishing your sugar stores. So bulking up the day before doesn't really do anything, because you're just going to end up eating anyway. But in the last week, I'll be eating a little bit more, maybe adding a little extra rice, something like that to my meals. Not too heavy, but still carbs that are gonna start storing up in my system. Kind of rambling now. I'll go over food like the night before, kind of give you an idea what I do. So yeah, deload weeks. Today was 13 miles, tomorrow's 10. The runs next week, I haven't looked, but I think they're like 4-mile runs, 3-mile runs, 2-mile runs, just enough to get the blood flowing, get the heart rate up for a little bit. So yeah, we got one of the final briefing emails from the race director. Everything's still a go. Course is good, date's good, all that good stuff. And I found out they're even gonna have some hot food stations later in the race, which is awesome. Takes a little bit of logistics off of me and the road crew. Because towards the end of the race, it's nice to have hot food, but it's not that easy to get food hot if you're a road crew, unless you have like camping equipment or something. But anyway, lots of no news and good news. No bad news whatsoever. Haven't had any pain, any soreness, anything lagging from that injury halfway through training. I haven't gotten sick, knock on wood, I don't. Trying to think. So yeah, everything's just nice and easy for the next 2 weeks. My body's good to go. My brain is pretty much good to go. Everything's fallen into place. So now it's just a matter of waiting, which is kind of the worst part of the whole thing. So this weekend, I'll start putting together my packing list. I have a spreadsheet, of course, I'll go through all that, make sure everything's got batteries, make sure all the lights work, make sure I have the food that I'm gonna carry on race day, all that good stuff. Stuff like that helps me to not be impatient because I'm doing something to prepare. Kind of takes my mind off of just sitting around waiting. And in the last week, I always get nervous and excited. I get those pre-race jitters. I'm not having so much of an issue with, I'm saying an awful lot. I haven't, since last Saturday's run, I haven't had that issue of anxiety, self-doubt, or anything like that. So that's good. Like I said, mentally, I feel good to go. Physically, I feel good to go. Did everything that I could, even if I couldn't get in all the miles. So yeah, I'm ready. Can't wait. The weather's gonna be warmer than usual. The forecast calls for rain on Sunday, but hopefully I'll be done by 7 a.m. Sunday. Saturday is supposed to be sunny, and the low is 60 and the high is 76. So it's gonna be warm. Fluid management is gonna be very important. I'm gonna have to take it pretty easy at the beginning of the race. Make sure I don't get my heart rate up too much. One of the things your body does during the race, it's taking care of all of its normal functions, but if it's too warm, then your body's working a little harder to try and cool down. So that's why I like running in cold weather, because my body doesn't have to work as hard. So that's something I'm gonna have to be cognizant about in the race next week. I have to start off slow, make sure my heart rate gets up gradually, make sure I get in lots of electrolytes, a little bit of extra salt so I retain water. I might start introducing electrolytes into my body the night before. Maybe with some dinner, I'll take 1 or 2 salt tabs just so I retain a little bit of water, but I don't want to be too bloated. Lots of stuff to think about. So we'll see how it goes. The only thing I can do is prepare the best that I can, and that's what I'm done. That's what I have done. That's what I'm going to do. And then just hope all goes well on race day. But when it doesn't, be patient, because it's a very long race, and work through it. So with that, I got a few more miles before I get home. I'm gonna eat, chill out the rest of the day, and I'll probably check in Friday when I get to the hotel. And if you're newly following me, you'll get to see my race day loadout of all the stuff that I carry with me, all the food, all the gear, all the clothes, all the stuff I think about. It's kind of fun. So I'll check in with you then, and I'll talk to you later. Love you, bye.